sales session more than a training session. So now let me give you a, now this is coming, this first slide is coming from a reputed scientific journal. So this is not made by us, no claim by us, but it gives us one center point why why should you take protein? Why should Geeta ma'am spend money to buy protein? That to NutriCharge product. The center point, as you can see all, is antibody support and immune function. So how to sell it? We have to be, as Milind sir teaches us in all ANCC sessions, that we have to build relationships and we have to listen. Honestly, I'm not very good at listening. I have been a speaker all my life, but if we listen, somebody will say, "Arey Baba, so and so is having so many times he or she falls sick." The moment somebody says that I fall sick very frequently, you have got your protein customer, because antibodies are made by protein. Keep noting down. I'll give you a lot of tips today. First tip of the day is anybody having weak immunity, recurrent illness should get NutriCharge product. Which product, I leave it to you, but should get protein. Second point, which is, and we have not made this slide, this is coming from a website, we have mentioned the website. So I encourage you all also to go to the web and check importance of protein. Second point is those who are having muscle loss, weakness, right? It very clearly shows. Now, protein is necessary for muscle contraction and movement. You are not able to climb stairs. You feel tired when you stand up and work for 2 hours. When you stand in the kitchen and work for 2 hours, many women get extremely tired and irritable. They need protein. Who says? The website says. And this is coming from a very reputed journal, incidentally. So, muscle contraction and movement. This is the second point we learn from this. Anybody says, I feel weak, I'm not strong, I get tired. This is a second point. Then what he or she is telling you, I need product, I need product, I need product. But you have to listen more, speak less, and you can sell. So second tip for the day. Third tip, somebody says my digestion is bad. Somebody says my digestion is bad, I am not able to digest well. That is the third hint that the person needs protein. As you see, all digestive enzymes are made by protein only, Rajuji. I can't see Kamraj sir, but I'm sure he must be also taking notes. So digestive enzymes are made by protein. So if your digestion is bad, what that person is saying is that he or she needs protein. The fourth tip, all are in this slide only. If you are getting tired and your hemoglobin is low, and mind you, 50% women have low hemoglobin. Geeta ma'am, note down, 50% women in India have low hemoglobin. And 60-70% of girls going to school and college have low hemoglobin. So you can sell truckloads of NutriCharge strawberry product or NutriCharge whatever product you like or they like. Hemoglobin is heme plus globin. We are selling NutriCharge women, fine, but we are not selling them NutriCharge strawberry or cocoa or any other product, because globin is protein. Without globin, you cannot have hemoglobin. Right? So there are more points here, but I will stop at these four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 tips we learned from this slide. Interestingly, I have more for you today. Now, this is another blog. And I was reading. Somebody asked me, why should I take protein? Simply because you have your target? No. So let us give 5 tips on this slide. And Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, South India is IT hub. Right? And believe me, Ranjit sir, last month I convinced one IT girl, and in 1 month's time, she has taken 3 strawberry products, because I told her prices are increasing. If your PUC is having low price, please buy as much as you can. She bought 3 at a time. And she is also taking NutriCharge Women. And she also went ahead on my suggestion and bought NutriCharge DHA. So she's on 3 products and she complimented that I really like the products. And price is not an issue for IT, Raju. Rajuji, price is not an issue for IT workers. Their salary starts at 40,000-50,000 rupees a month. And that too when they're bachelors. Hello. So target IT women particularly because they have another problem is that they need to manage their weight. See, they are sitting for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, whatever hours a day. And even in night, they keep on sitting and working on the laptop. It is otherwise they don't have to go around, but it is very tiring. And when you eat while you continue to sit, you invariably get overweight. And girls are highly concerned about weight. So you can easily propose them that if you want to manage your weight, right weight, then a protein shake is the ultimate in that. Because you take one glass full of Nutricharge cocoa product or Nutricharge strawberry product, you will not feel hungry after that. So no snacks, no fried food, no pizzas, no burgers. And in IT offices, Rajuji, in the evening, it is party time, I tell you. Party time. You go to Gurgaon, you go to Bangalore, you go to any IT hub, you go to Hyderabad, anywhere you go. It is always party time in the evening. In the night also, it is party time. And they order pizzas, they order noodles, they order all kind of junk food. And invariably, young girls will become overweight. And they are highly concerned about that, even boys. But girls are very sensitive. So first you should target girls. And they don't want to eat more. In the process, many of them order salads. But salads are not able to satisfy their hunger. So second point is they want to reduce the calories because their doctors advise them, their friends tell them you are getting fat. Their seniors point out, Baba, you are getting very fat. And they are working from home. So they need to limit the calories. What can they do? See, many of them are not even able to cook. They have kitchens. They know how to cook, but they don't get the time to cook. It's a real problem, I'm telling you. I'm giving you real tips to say. So they can make a shake in 2 minutes flat, even when they're meeting, and they have continuous meetings, one meeting after another meeting. And they cannot go out and get food in that duration, but they can always make a shake easily. Na? What is the problem? No problem in making a Nutricharge shake, right? So I just had Nutricharge strawberry. I like strawberry, although men should preferably take Nutricharge cocoa, but personally, somehow or the other, I like strawberry more. So I'm taking Nutricharge strawberry product regularly. And it helps me limit my calorie intake. So every month I'm doing a lot of camps and there people ask me, what is your age? I said, I'm 60. And you don't have a paunch. How come? So I take protein. Very simple. So you need to limit your calories. You need to take Nutricharge strawberry product or cocoa product or any other product. And we have one more new product today for you. You need to satisfy your hunger without adding unnecessary calories. See, these are blog points. I have not made this slide, but Rajuji, these are beautiful tips to sell. And one tip which we are using, very much using, and in the morning itself, we have delivered to 2 diabetic patient and 1 obese patient. So 1 Nutricharge SNF and 2 Nutricharge glycem tablet in the morning only just before this session. We have delivered. Because Nutricharge product also helps to improve your blood sugar levels. The glycemic index of protein is very low. Very low. Very low. One second. I just asked our nutritionist to check the glycemic index of protein, which I am sure is very low. Absolutely low. So it helps you to improve your blood sugar levels. With the help of Nutricharge glycem product, we have brought down the blood sugar, average blood sugar from 375 random to 215 random. The patient, we did not change even a single tablet, right? The patient is part of my team only, so I make a Nutricharge glycem shake for him every day and make sure that he has it. And we make him climb the stairs, and the blood sugar levels have come down from 335 to 215 average. See, the patient was told that you would have to take insulin. His mother is taking insulin thrice a day.
15.
Huh?
15.
1.5. 1.5 is the glycemic index. Rice, 1 plate has 100 glycemic index. Your Nutricharge isolated protein, soy protein, the glycemic index is 15, 1.5. So before food, if you take 1 glass of Nutricharge product, any of them, especially cocoa, especially NutriCharge strawberry product. And now we have a new product which we will introduce today. So you will have very, very low increase in your blood sugar levels after food, because you will not be able to eat too much, right? And we'll give you tips how to do that in the sessions on diabetes that we will have in Tamil Nadu team whenever Ranjit sir wants. So we'll discuss a lot, and we are developing a lot of, recipes, and we are testing those recipes very successfully. Okay. So, and of course, why should you take protein? Because it boosts your strength and energy. So this slide gives us 6 tips as to how to sell NutriCharge product. So you should take a snap. Everybody should take a snap. Rajuji, please take a snap and circulate it. So managing weight loss, curbing the hunger, improving blood sugar. And in IT, blood sugar is very common amongst youngsters, 30s, 40s. Subhashini ji, youngsters are having blood sugar, high blood sugar. Youngsters. So Suresh ji, this is a very good sales point, and you can save yourself also. Simi ji, please take note of all these points, and you can really easily tell your team how to sell NutriCharge products. And all these I have taken out of blogs, and I'm sure you will find them very helpful. And Raju ji will translate. I know he is an ace translator. Ranjit sir has got a wonderful team full of gems. Now another blog. आज तो माल बेचेंगे, खाली training नहीं करेंगे. Now this slide also gives us hints. How do you know that you need protein? How do you know that you need protein? So many tips this slide is giving. So I thought it wise to discuss. Yesterday only we made this slide. First point, irritability. Somebody is highly irritable. Why people get irritable? Because they feel tired. See, when you are strong, so if anything goes wrong, you are not worried. No problem, I'll do it again. But when you are tired and something goes wrong, you get irritated. Baba, why did this with a lot of difficulty? Suppose you cleaned the house and somebody spills a cup of tea and you get damn bugged. I just cleaned the house and you have spilled coffee or tea. But if you're strong, you will not get irritated. Oh, no problem, I'll again clean. So what? I have personally felt this. I have been very irritable in my life. Now, 2 things have made me less irritable. One is NutriCharge and other is RCM. Both reduce your irritability. So first tip in this slide is, if somebody is irritable, he or she is actually telling, I am weak. That is why I am irritable. So I need more strength. So I am sure you all are listening. Some people are traveling. Rani Mangesh, please take note while you travel. Or if you are driving yourself, don't record. You can take tips from Rajuji. Second, many youngsters in IT particularly, you'd see these 2 photos are either this or this. Rajuji, either they're very weak. If they don't eat, they're very weak. They don't have much muscles. Or they have muscles, but they have a lot of fat. Particularly non-vegetarians and junk food eaters are like this. You know how much is, I have seen weight of 2 students recently, 2 IT workers recently, and both are friends and both are having a body weight of 115 to 110 kg. How do you like that? 110. They can't sit properly on a chair. They need a jumbo size chair. They cannot sit on a proper chair. Ordinary chair, they cannot sit. They need a sofa to sit. If they come to meet you, you can't make them sit on a chair. They will not fit in. 115 is the weight. So either the youngsters are like this or they are like this. Both ways, what is happening here? There is not much fat, but there is no muscle. And what is happening there? Here, there is a lot of fat, although there is muscle. In both cases, NutriCharge cocoa product can help these boys. Even women, young women, lot of fat. You go to any market which sells a lot of junk food, and most of the markets today sell junk food, and you just watch young women, and they are absolutely fat. Why? They will have a burger, they will have a coffee full of sugar, and then they have a juice but added sugar. They have salads but added lot of fat in that. So muscle is not there, needs protein. Muscle is there, but too much fat, you need protein. So how do you sense that a person has protein deficiency? So this body is telling us that this body is not getting a lot of protein, but getting a lot of fat. And this body is not getting a lot of fat, but is not getting protein either. So both of them need NutriCharge cocoa or strawberry product. Of course, infection is the same point, repeated, so I am not repeating. Tiredness, absolutely common. See, that girl told me one of his ex-bosses used to drink 20 cups of coffee a day. My Joe, what? I asked her, kitna coffee? Well, he always felt tired without coffee. So every half an hour, he'll go and get a cup of coffee. Strong coffee, black coffee, 20 cups of black coffee a day. Actually, that tiredness is telling a different story. That tiredness is telling that the body is not able to cope up with the pressure. So instead of having a series of black cups of coffee, you can have a couple of cups, is all right, 2-3 cups a day, 4 cups, 20 cups. Actually, they are fighting fatigue with coffee, which is not appropriate. They should fight fatigue with strength, and strength comes with protein and muscles, right? So these are some points here. And one more point here is, in women, you can sell a lot of cocoa or strawberry, particularly strawberry product, because their hair and nail problem is there. Very common in young women. They are very much worried about hair loss. Rani Mangesh. Absolutely common problem, Suresh sir. So hair loss, besides the hormonal balance, Simi ji, they need protein, because keratin, the hair protein, is also a protein, no? Nails are also made, Subhashini ji, with protein only. So Anshar ji, I think you can sell a lot of protein with these tips. Now let me take you to a little bit of science also. Wow, this is another fantastic slide we got today, thanks to my team who worked yesterday to produce this slide. This data comes from Times of India. Raju ji, please take note. This is not RCM data. This is not NutriCharge data. This data has been published in Times of India. I don't remember the day, but the reference is mentioned here. Times of India, indiatimes.com. What it says that majority of urban rich Indians do not eat enough protein. So we are talking about Hyderabad, we are talking about Bengaluru, we are talking about Chennai, you name large cities. Even Hubli now has probably a lot of IT workers. All cities in all southern states. South India is the IT fast becoming a IT hub. We now have companies operating even in Kerala. So everywhere, Tiruchirappalli, everywhere we have IT companies, and urban Indians who have a lot of money, they spend a lot of money on junk food. I tell you, 300 rupees per dosa. I just paid last month. 300 rupees. I said in 300, and I was calculating. Somebody asked me, what are you counting? I said, I am trying to understand how much protein I can buy in these 300 rupees. So 73% diets of urban Indians does not have sufficient protein. How much protein you want to sell? Abhi aaj sara target pura karenge. How much protein? Tamil Nadu team can become best seller of protein if you take a snap of this slide, Ranjit sir, and rotate in your team. 73%. And that includes non-vegetarians. Hello? That includes non-vegetarians. Because if you isolate, then 84% of vegetarian diets and 65% of non-vegetarian diets, including non-vegetarian diets, do not have sufficient protein. Non-vegetarian diets may have a lot of fat, a lot of cholesterol, and little protein. You make curry, you add a lot of ghee or oil, cooking oil, and they don't make chicken in health card. So they have, even non-vegetarian diet, 65% lack sufficient protein. 93% people do not know how much protein they require. They think, oh, a little bit is enough. So you can take this slide, show them this is Times of India, gentlemen, and give them that, give them the blog address which is mentioned in the bottom, timesofindiatimes.com. India, majority of urban rich Indians don't eat enough protein. Let the person see the slides himself or herself, right? Now, only 1/3 people believe lack of protein can cause weakness. They don't know. Housewives blame weakness because I think I have a lot of work. See, I tell you, Ranjit sir, I'll share my personal experience. I am a professor, so I go and teach. Other professors take only 1 hour lecture. But I have told the university, I do not have that luxury to come 1 hour to teach 1 hour. So I'll teach 2 hours at its stretch. And by the time 1.5 hours is gone, half of my class is like the. So I can tell their faces and tell them what is the time. And after 2 hours, they said, sir, we are too tired. And I said, my day has just started. 8:30 to 10:30, I teach in the university 2 days a week. I tell them that my day has just started. This is my morning breakfast, this 2 hour class. After that, I'll work for another 11, 12 hours a day. And they are stunned. How much work you can do? So because they don't know, they feel they are tired because it is too much to study 2 hours. Then I ask them, how will you work in a company? There are 8 to 10 hours of continuous working, and some companies work even longer. And IT people are working, believe me, they are working 12 hours a day. They get a lot of money, but they are working 12 hours a day. And it is highly cognitive work, brain work. So only 1/3 believe that their weakness and their tiredness is coming because they are not taking sufficient protein. And 97% pregnant women do not know that they need a lot of protein. And they can be given your cocoa or strawberry product because there is no sugar, only fiber, only isolated soy protein, nothing else. Absolutely safe. Very good for the woman. But nobody tells them, so they don't take. So I'm giving you so many tips today to sell Nutricha strawberry, cocoa, or whatever product you want to sell, and we'll introduce a new product also. Now, a lot of people believe that if you are eating a lot of green vegetables, you're getting sufficient protein. Now, Times of India tells us 73% of people think that if you eat a lot of green vegetables, you get sufficient proteins. It is wrong. You eat green vegetables. We also recommend eating a lot of green vegetables. You get a lot of vitamins and minerals, but you do not get, green vegetables do not have too much of protein. No, sir. You get vitamins and minerals, yes, but you don't get sufficient protein. And otherwise also a lot of people do not eat a lot of fresh leafy vegetables. So they don't even get those minerals and vitamins. So that is why nutrition men and women is required. But otherwise 73% people think, abhi main ghar ka khana khata hu, lot of protein must be there. I'm having a lot of vegetable. I'll give you a lot of data, Raju. You can turn around Tamil Nadu tea, right? And 20% actually think that proteins are bad for it. Now what to do? This is bad RCM. You have to make it good RCM. So they are totally wrong. And look what we have been saying all the time, that if you think I will eat fruits, vegetables, and grains, and I'll get sufficient protein, what Times of India says that fruits, vegetables, grains lack one or the other essential amino acid. Right? No cereal is complete. Except among vegetables, the best is soybean protein. हम नहीं बोल रहे. This is not RCM speaking. This is not Dr. Kapoor speaking. This is Times of India speaking. And you can simply say that soybean protein is best, and we are bringing isolated soy protein. I'll tell you what people think. One housewife in Delhi, and she tell you that, I tell you honestly, it's a millionaire family. She told me that I'll get soybean badi and I'll crush it and make protein. So I was laughing. So she said, why are you laughing? Madam, if it is so simple, why would some company go to USA to get isolated soy protein? Why not crush soybean chunks? Very easily available. She said, what is the problem? I said, soybean, first of all, is a source of oil. Soya oil, a lot of people do cooking in soya oil, one of the cheapest cooking oils. So from where that oil comes? From soybean only. Then secondly, how do you make soybean chunks? Soybean chunks are always made by adding wheat gluten to that. Because soy protein will not otherwise become chunks. You cannot make soya chunks without adding gluten. You check your own soya chunks and you will see gluten written on that in contents. Look at your own RCM packets. You cannot make soya chunks without adding gluten, because gluten is the glue which will hold those chunks together. So if you add gluten, where is the protein? Gluten is worst protein, very sticky protein. That is why we advise you not to take wheat. So what are you planning to do? Crush those soya chunks and make protein? You will not get protein. You will get soybean powder plus gluten. And soybean powder, besides protein, has a lot of other stuff. So when you talk of isolated soya protein, only world-class companies can produce it. So honestly, Ranjit sir, RCM today has the most powerful range of protein. I'll prove it in this session. Most powerful range of protein you have. Suresh sir, I saw protein range you will never get anywhere, nowhere else, and at the prices you are selling. And with RCM simplicity, I sell one pack also, I'll get my PV back. My business volume incentive I do get. Even one pack seller, continuously you buy one pack, they will send you your PV 10% minimum. Aata hi hai, you always get without reminder. So with this slide also, we have given so many tips about how to sell protein, what to tell the people. Show this slide and sell. Anybody who first listen to people, listen to Milind sir, what he says, get friendly with people, let them talk for half an hour, and you produce only one slide, and your job would be done. Let the person talk. Either they will say, I feel weak, or they will say, my son gets sick, or they will say, I get tired very easily, or they will say, I'm losing hair, or they will say, hey, Baba, so much stress, job stress. You can just produce this slide and sell your product. Best is soy protein, and we have the world's best soy protein. World's best. World's best. Honestly, I tell you, you can always come and take a look in my office. Always packed with protein. And if I open other wardrobes, you will see how much protein I am stocking. Abhi dikhaun kya? Anyway, chalo, let it go. I have right now at least 20 packs of NutriCharge product lying in my office. 20 packs. Anyway, so this is the first point, Rajuji. 73% diets protein deficient. This is the second point. 84% of vegetarian diets lacking protein. This is the third point. Only 1/3 of people believe that their tiredness is coming due to deficiency of protein. So you need to correct their thinking. So these are the, now I take you to some more important points